today we take a look at the new GTA 4 Remaster Mod. This video will begin with my first impressions and reaction to this incredible mod, and afterwards we will dive into all the features and details you need to know, and at the end I will even show you how to install the mod for yourself. It will utterly transform your game. Make sure you stay till the end so you don't miss anything. If you're a fan of GTA, you're gonna bloody love this. First impressions. Since I last played this, there has been some changes, and we now have the final version of the graphical improvements, which has made some minor adjustments, and hopefully I'll be able to see the difference in this video. So here we go. Jesus Christ. It does surprise me every time I play this when I see what the hell is possible with a game this old. I mean, look at this, especially in 4K. It looks sharp as hell, proper impressive. It's hard to believe this game came out in 2008. Just look at this. Oh bollocks, don't run me over, you dog. To me, this could pass for a current gen game. The NPCs look better than Starfield's, for Christ's sake. This game came out ages ago. So I do get it that some people hate the fact that this mod removes the dark, gritty look of GTA 4. And I do see that point of view, but also, you cannot tell me the graphics of the original game look anywhere near as good as this. Stuff the dark and gritty feel, I prefer this any day of the week. If you want it to look dark, turn down your brightness or up your contrast, but that's just my opinion anyway. Comment down below your thoughts. The breakdown. Let's now dive into all the features you need to know before you learn how to install this yourself. The tutorial. So now that you know all of the main features that these mods have to offer, and there's a lot of them, this is how you can transform your game. Make sure you watch this segment in full, as you do not want to miss any of these mods or your game will not look the same as mine. So what you need to do first is downgrade your GTA 4. And don't worry, it sounds a lot more difficult than it is. It literally takes just a few minutes to do. Here is my video on how to do this. You need to make sure you have a clean install of GTA 4. And what I mean by this is no mods. Make sure your GTA 4 has no mods whatsoever. You can just reinstall the game. That's what I did. And once you've done this, you now want to go into the description of this video and download something called GTA 4 Downgrader. This is going to downgrade your game so that you can actually use the graphics mod. So once you have it downloaded, you're going to see these files, and what you want to do is click on the .exe file, right click and run as administrator. You will now see the tool open, and it does a really good job of explaining everything you need to know. So we're going to step through this. This part just gives you a bit of information of what this tool actually does. Let's click next. Now you want to find where your GTA 4 is located on your PC. So you want to go ahead and find the GTA4.exe file and select it. Once we've done that, we can click next. This part will detect if you have any mods installed on your game. And as I said, if you do a clean install, you won't see this message. And if you do see this message, you just need to make sure you have no mods. So you can go ahead and delete them if you like, but I do recommend doing a clean install. Now this bit's really important. This is where it's going to ask you which version you want to install. Now for this particular graphics mod, you actually need to select 1040. Make sure you select this. It's really important. So once you click it, we can now select next. Now with this part here, this is completely up to you, but I personally recommend selecting the Z menu, as it's an insane mod menu, which I will show you later on in the video, and also simple traffic loader as well I would tick, and I would also tick this part right here as well. Now we can click next. Now if you want, you can get the tool to make a backup for you. I didn't bother doing this as the game isn't really that big anyway, so I didn't bother selecting this, but you can if you want to. And as soon as you click downgrade, this is where the game is now going to get downgraded. This won't take too long. Mine only literally took a few minutes. And once it has finished, you will see this message explaining that your game save will no longer work in the game due to downgrading. And it will tell you here how you can reinstall your game save if you want to use it again on the downgraded version. So if you want to back up your save, you can right now. If not, and you're not too worried and you're going to download a game save anyway at some point, just click next. Now with this part, I would definitely select the recommend command line box. It just makes things easier, so just make sure you tick that and click next. So this part explains how you need to run the game, which is very important actually. So when you run GTA 4, you need to make sure that you use the file called playgtaiv.exe. You will see this where your GTA 4 is installed. You must run the game using that file, otherwise it's not going to work. And I will show you how to do that in a second. So now that's finished, that is completely done now. What I would now do is just make sure your downgraded version is working correctly. So all we're going to do is play GTA 4 to ensure that the game is running smoothly. So to do this, you want to go into where your GTA 4 is installed, and you want to find the file called playgtaiv.exe, and you want to right click on it and run as administrator. So as you can see, my game is working just fine. You just want to make sure your game isn't crashing at all. And if it is, that's likely because you had mods installed, because this will work 100% as long as your game is a clean install. So now that you have downgraded your game, it is now time to install the Natural Ice Enhancer 3.0, which is essentially the graphics mod. This is what makes your game look visually amazing. So this is how to install this mod. Once you have it downloaded, you're going to see the following files. So we firstly want to open up the text file here, which explains that you need to download ENB. And you might be thinking, what the hell is that? Well, you're going to see in just a second, and there is a download link here which you can copy and paste into your browser, which I'm going to do right now. And once you do that, you will see this page here which shows you exactly what you're downloading. And to download it, you just click this tiny little image here and it will begin downloading. So once it's downloaded, you're going to see these files. So we first want to go into the folder that says wrapper version. So you want to find this file here that they mention, which you can see right here. So all you need to do is drag it into where GTA 4 is installed. It's that easy. Once you've dragged it in, that's all good to go. So we can now close this text file. Now what we want to do is go into the folder that says main files with the patch that we have now downgraded our game to. So you want to click into that and you're going to see a load of these files. So all you need to do is drag these files into where GTA 4 is installed. So just drag and drop all of these into here and you'll be glad to know that is all the hard work done. You can actually load up the game right now and you would see the graphics mods. But there is a few extra little mods I would install personally that make the game just look a little bit better, and you will see these in the folder called recommended mods. Now from my experience using this, I wouldn't recommend installing all of this because it's kind of unnecessary. Just a few that I would recommend installing is the HD roads. This is super easy to install, so when you click into it, you will see a link text file, and you will then see a link you can copy and paste into your browser, and it's simply, once again, a drag and drop situation. You drag and drop the single file into where GTA 4 is installed, and that's it. So I would recommend installing HD Roads mod, the Vegetation mod as well, because once again it's super easy. And to be honest, that's it. I mean, if you want to download more of them and use them, you can. But that's what I've installed personally, and I'm really happy with how the game looks. Now let's go ahead and run the game. So once again, you will go into where your GTA 4 is installed. Play GTA 4. Here we go. Run as admin. And let's wait for the game to load up. Okay, so as you can see, there is an ENB series logo that appears, which essentially means that you've done it correctly. Let's go into start and let's load up the game. Bloody hell, as you can see, the game looks insane. So once you have finished these steps, you now need to install the real life mod. This is how to do it. So there is a few ways you can install this mod. And the method I'm going to show you today is the easiest way. So what you want to do is scroll down and you want to find the bit where he says there is also a drag and drop version. And you're going to see a link here, which is to Google Drive. So simply copy this link into your browser as follows. Might take a little while to load. So there we go. Just click the download button. And I've got to warn you, it's about 8 gigabytes in size. So it might take a little while to download, depending on your internet speed, of course. It's 100% worth it. So once it's finally downloaded, you're going to see it appear like this. So this is how it will look. So you've got 4 parts here and the changelog. So let's go into the first part. If you open up the README, it will also tell you what to do. It is literally drag and drop. So let's go into our GTA 4 folder. Here we go. So just find where your GTA 4 is installed. It's normally in the Rockstar Games folder, then GTA 4. You're going to see it look like this. Might look a bit different, who knows. So in this part 1 folder, you will see another folder called Main Mod. All you have to do is drag and drop these 2 folders. So let's do it now. Let's drag and drop. And then you can click replace. That's absolutely fine. Continue. There we go. So that's part 1 done. Let's go into part 2 now. Go into this folder here. And you're going to drag the PC folder into your GTA 4 location. Drag and drop. These files are quite big, so it might take a little while sometimes, but that's fine. Click replace again. Continue. And there we go. Part 2 is done. Now let's go into part 3. So let's go into main mod. And once again, it is drag and drop the PC folder into this. Honestly, this method is the best way because it ensures you don't miss any files. So when you load up the game, everything will be there. There's no mistakes. So let's click replace. Continue. Oh, bloody hell, yeah. There's quite a lot in that one. Brilliant. So that is part 3 done. The last part. Let's go into this. Let's go into the optionals folder. I'm sure you'll have a look at this anyway, but just to summarize it, this is really for people who are having issues with their game. So if you encounter any problems with textures, you can simply just drag and drop his command line text folder or file into your GTA 4 location. And that's it. We are done here. So now that you've done this, there is one last mod to install, which is the Weapons Remaster, and it's bloody amazing. And once again, just go ahead and click the link down below to download this mod. And that is it. Once you've done this, your game will look the same as mine. And it really is a transformation. It brings whole new life to GTA 4, which has to be one of the best GTA games ever made. And you will likely end up playing this game again, if you're anything like me. And if you do encounter any issues installing these mods, make sure to leave a comment down below. Either myself or someone else will do their best to help you out, as things don't always go according to plan when you're modding a game this old, but there is always a solution. Do let me know in the comments below what you think of this, and do you think they should do a full GTA 4 remaster that somehow looks better than this? But if you would like to find out whether the GTA Definitive Edition is finally worth playing after all this time since being released, this video actually might surprise you, to be honest. Go ahead and click the card on screen to check it out. You don't want to miss it. Thank you guys for watching as always, and have a great rest of your day.